If you plan to retire by 2027, investing in growth stocks is definitely a good approach. Let's say you decide to invest in Tesla. How many shares do you need? Tesla's earnings are erratic, to be sure, but it's hard to ignore that the company's growth earnings typically exceed expectations and have been higher than expected. In today's video, we'll do the math based on statistics and methods provided by experts, so keep watching to find out how much you'll need to retire from Tesla stock. The last 5 years before retirement may be the most important in terms of planning, as you should evaluate whether you can truly stop working during that period. The amount of preparation that has been done so far, as well as the results of that preparation, will play a large role in determining the reasons why many people struggle financially after retirement due to failure to meet their retirement needs well. Analysis. At its simplest level, considering retirement needs would be as simple as multiplying their current income by a recommended percentage, such as 75% or 80%. This is based on the premise that spending is likely to decline after retirement, something that rarely happens in the United States. A 401k plan used to be the most common type of employer-sponsored retirement plan, but companies have recently reduced their preference for this benefit to employees through various means. You have the option of investing in one or more funds. The majority of options are mutual funds, which include index funds, large and small cap funds, offshore funds, real estate funds, and bond funds, among others. They often range from aggressive growth funds to conservative income funds. One of the most popular options for people seeking to build strong retirement savings for themselves is to invest in solid growth stocks. Although it is volatile and risky, we believe that the returns, when they pay off, definitely balance out the risks involved. Investing in companies with above-average earnings growth is known as investing in growth stocks. These companies have entered a period of tremendous growth in profits and sales. This is where Tesla comes in. The stock is currently trading at around $1,000. For the purposes of this video, let's assume the amount stays at $1,000 for the next 5 years. Very unlikely because it is a growth stock, but stay tuned. According to the most recent consumer expenditure survey conducted by the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Census, the average monthly expenditure of American households costs $5,011, which is approximately $62,000 annually, according to the 4% rule. Experts recommend saving 25 times your annual costs before retirement, so our annual amount of $62,000 becomes about $1,500,000, so you'll need roughly 1,500 shares of Tesla stock to retire in the next 5 years. However, when you factor compound interest into growth rates, this number becomes lower and the resulting dollar amount increases. In the past decade, Tesla has seen its stock grow exponentially to over 1,000% since its inception. It's arguably the growth stock of the decade, and while skeptics may believe that stock prices have stabilized due to several well-established auto competitors in the auto manufacturing game, its history and current steps forward suggest otherwise. If Tesla's consistent and strong EPS growth pattern continues, the stock could reach $2,500 or higher by the end of the decade. That's a 250% increase, which means you'll end up with about $3,750,000. Some market participants may argue that these stock price predictions are overly optimistic. However, from the company's history, and with the expert guidance of its CEO Elon Musk, expectations may be conservative. Tesla's first public offering took place on June 29, 2010. Tesla offered 13.3 million shares at $17 per share on the Nasdaq. It raised just over $226 million after its IPO in 2010. Tesla's stock price has remained unchanged for several years. The company survived a near-death experience in 2008 when it sold just one car, the original Roadster, in the run-up to its IPO and beyond. The business plan at the time was for Elon Musk and his team to keep the lights on long enough to introduce the Model S sedan, the company's first car to build from scratch. In 2012, it finally happened. Tesla's stock price skyrocketed when the Model S was named Car of the Year by Motor Trend in 2013. If you bought Tesla stock shortly after the IPO and held on, you'd be looking at a return of 1,000% or more today. Tesla is a great investment for the future, no matter how risky it may be. They have prioritized safety and quality as part of their brand values, and we believe they will succeed. Tesla concluded 2020 with $7.7 billion in cash, with an expected net cash of $24.6 billion by 2025. This is attributed to some of the most impressive improvements in sales profitability and the cash flow of any company, not just automakers. Tesla also plans to boost its deliveries from 500,000 in 2020 to nearly 4 million by 2026, indicating a promising future. While this is still about 60% less than what automakers like Toyota and Volkswagen are expected to offer, it is an important step forward. Meanwhile, bullish catalysts remain rampant after the newly opened bill held a party on March 22 to commemorate the first deliveries. Tesla's stock price began to rise again, and in less than 3 weeks, shares rose significantly, recouping the majority of the losses incurred in the first 10 weeks of the year. Tesla's sales are expected to increase further now that it has 2 additional facilities in operation. Tesla's Gigafactory in Austin, Texas, recently opened, marking a significant step forward in the company's long-awaited aspirations to begin production of its Cybertruck electric truck. Elon Musk recently sat down with Chris Anderson, president of TED, for an interview in which he revealed his passion and aspirations for the electric car company. Anderson was also able to interview Elon Musk the day before the Giga Texas event, which he said he does in case Elon can't attend the TED talk. Anderson explained his experience at Giga Texas, noting that the machine that made the machine was amazing. Just before releasing a sneak preview of the 8-minute clip, Anderson said right away, "What I saw there was really incredible." Elon Musk's famous machine makes machines, and in his view, the key to a sustainable future lies not just in building an electric car, but in creating a system that can produce a large number of electric cars and still make a profit, allowing it to finance future expansion. Tesla's profits and revenues are expected to be good in the first quarter of fiscal year 2022, according to analysts. Tesla should reach a run rate of about 2 million vehicles by the end of December, according to Ives, though the full year total for 2022 will fall short of that goal. Tesla sold 936,000 vehicles in 2021, with fourth quarter sales pushing the year-end run rate to about 1.2 million. Adjusted EPS is expected to increase 148.7% year over year, which is faster than the previous quarter but slower than the prior year. Revenue growth is expected to rise to 72.8% year on year. Analysts expect adjusted EPS to rise 67.7% for the full fiscal 2022, a significant slowdown from the previous year's strong growth, according to New Street research analyst Pierre Ferrago. Tesla's new shares will go from a market cap of just over $1 trillion to $10 trillion by 2030, according to the analyst. Tesla's growth story is starting to take hold, and the business is on track to reach unprecedented scale and capture 20% of the car market. On the other hand, Virago stressed that his assessment is neither a forecast nor investment advice and leaves investors to make their own decisions. Analysts' forecasts for 2030 assume 20 million vehicles sold and an average selling price of $35,000, resulting in $700 million in car sales. Insurance is likely to contribute $1.5 billion. Fully self-driving software will contribute between $35 billion to $70 billion, and energy will contribute $250 billion, with the added value of a true artificial intelligence option. Whatever the future holds for Tesla, things are looking up for the car company, which has managed to take over the world. Elon Musk revolutionized and brought the company to where it is today. It's hard to go wrong betting on one of the richest and smartest men in the world, who undoubtedly knows more about manufacturing than anyone alive today. There is no doubt that all investments involve risk, no matter how good the forecasts are, and therefore the amount that will actually be invested depends on the individual's ability and personal financial accounts. There's no one-size-fits-all Tesla stock you can acquire for a wealthy retirement. This varies depending on background, salary, expected lifestyle, and other factors. If you're looking to retire in a few years, how much would you invest in Tesla based on your annual financial needs? Comment below.